a woman that we love and admire throughout this month of Women's History Month. And today I have a special guest, queen who is dear to my heart. She is from Charleston, South Carolina. Whoop, whoop to Charleston, South Carolina. This young lady, she and I met at an event back in 2020. It was the Southeastern Chamber of Commerce. She did an amazing job. I remember when the walls were bare and she came in there with her black magic and she transformed the place into this beautiful edifice. And so I know that this young lady is a hard worker. When I look up in the dictionary, I'll be looking to see if her picture is still there because she is a dedicated a friend. She is somebody who, you know, when you call on her, she's there in a crunch, and she's just excellent. She provides excellent service. She's a veteran, someone who has given all of her life. I love her and I admire her so. And so my husband and I was just like, we got to have her as a guest on our show to show homage to someone who has definitely paid it forward, and she's given back now. And so please help me welcome this wonderful young lady. The name of her business is Keisha Events. That's creative ideas into realistic affairs. And she's an event manager for that. And again, a veteran. Thank you so much for your service. Audience, help me welcome Keisha.
First of all, I want to thank you and your husband for this wonderful series that you're putting on, the time that you're taking. And I pay homage to you, my queen sister. You're always blazing the trails, and I just thank you for including me. And it's an honor to be here. And I'm excited. Let's get started. What you want to know?
Absolutely. Well, tell them just a little bit about your journey. Tell them about, you know, what you have done as a veteran, what you're into now. The first question I'm going to ask you this, and you probably will lead a little into that and letting them know. Tell us who inspired you to step up and become the entrepreneur and now business owner. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Who inspired you to do that?
So that person would definitely be my dad. He inspired me. He was very straightforward with me, very open, and very welcoming to any and anything I wanted to do. So he definitely led me and was pushing that in me without me even realizing. So when I was leaving high school, graduating high school, I didn't know what I wanted to. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I didn't want to go back to school because that was like 12 years of craziness. And I was like, why would I pay for 4 years of more craziness? I did not want to do that. So he was like, well, that's one down. Your other choice is the military. And I was like, okay. So that was never on my radar. But he talked to me about it. He was an Army veteran. When he talked to me about it, he told me about all the benefits, the how it would lay a foundation for my future, being able to travel, all these things. And again, I didn't really understand, you know, what that would mean. I just knew he gave me two choices: college or the military, and college was not it. So I said, okay, I'll go military, and I chose the Air Force. My job was air transportation. And that career field is a male, white dominated career field. But I wanted to do it because I didn't want to sit at an office desk. I know I didn't want to be that stereotypical office person, as they would like to label us and put us in a box. So I just let the recruiter pick for me. So this is the funny thing. He asked me what I wanted to do because he had some jobs in air transportation. So to me, I'm like, okay, that means airplanes. To me, the only thing I knew was two things: either you're gonna be the pilot or you're gonna be a stewardess. So I was like, I'll take air transportation, thinking I'm gonna be a stewardess, right? So the real job of that is loading and unloading the aircraft, the C-17, the big gray planes that you see in the sky. Those are C-17 aircraft. my job was to load and unload that. That was not a
Geez.
stewardess job. So I had to drive,
Okay.
yeah, forklifts, K loaders, C5 staircase lifts, all that to load passengers, cargo, human remains, hazardous items. So my job was
Wow.
strictly outside and on the flight line, and I loved it. I loved the freedom of being outside and just, just doing something totally different, which is what my stepdad inspired me. Just break out the norm, try something
Yeah.
different, and
You
see
definitely was
you
against the
might like
grain
it.
because you
Yeah,
said that you were, that wasn't even a field, especially for black women. But here you are, you made it, you had an impact in that field, and it changed your whole trajectory in life.
yes,
So I mean, that's
yes,
powerful.
yes. And I loved it. I got in. I went in at 18 as an airman basic in E1, and I was blessed and fortunate by a lot of black women ahead of me
Wow.
that grabbed
Loving
my
it.
hand, yeah, and
Shout out. Woo woo.
led me along the way, and I was able to retire in 2017 as an E8. So it was
Oh,
a
that's a blessing.
long, and I enjoyed it. Powerful journey that taught me a lot. So then it came time to retire. While I was preparing for retirement, during my last deployment, which was in Afghanistan, which
Uh-huh.
totally changed my whole mindset of really valuing life, because
Yeah. Wow.
it was a major war zone deployment, nothing I've ever experienced in my life, and it really changed a lot inside me to really embrace everything you want to do, because life is
Yeah.
short. Every
Yeah.
day could have been our last over there. So
Wow.
I had to figure out what you're going to do now. um
Absolutely.
at this point at this point I was used to doing my own thing, and being that I was able to raise up into the ranks. I was not able to go back into the world, somebody bossing me. At this point, I was able to be the boss, and I could not go backwards. So I couldn't. I was like, "Well, what you gonna do?" I was like, "I
Yeah.
can't go on nobody's job, because why would I do that?" So I had to really dig deep and figure out what it is I like to do, and I
Yeah.
knew I wanted to make people smile and create experiences, and from there, Keisha grew, and it was a lot of trial and error, but it
Yeah.
grew. Yeah.